So just before the video starts, I've just got to say, before I start talking about what the video is actually about, I've just got to say, over the next couple of weeks I will be doing, or maybe all of the foreseeable future, who knows, I might be doing a few more tech videos, like tech talks and stuff, but that's fine. I am trying to slowly move the channel more towards that kind of thing, that and reviews. The whole gaming stuff is it's in the past. Forget about it. Let it go. Forget about it. And also, I have got to say, I was gonna make this. I wasn't planning on making this video at all till like 20 minutes ago. I was gonna set it all up to then make a video about how Apple might possibly be breaking the law, but hopefully just wait for that for my next video. This one is about a problem, a big problem that really hasn't seen itself out of 150, 200 quid phones for ever. I don't think there's ever been a phone more than around 200 that has had this problem, and this one does. And it's such a big, because it's Apple. They are the third company to reach $1 trillion. $1 trillion, that's good, yeah. But when you're a company that big, you're gonna try and make effort, aren't you, to try and make your products a little bit better. You're gonna put all of your effort into every single part. Massive parts, the most important parts you're going to spend so much time on. But even like teeny bits that really don't matter, they're insignificantly little teeny weeny little bits, you're going to spend so much time on. So surely the thing you'd figure out first is, can it charge? Well, Apple didn't when they made their most expensive XS and XS Maxes. And no, I'm not joking with this. These are the three main problems that people are having. The first one, which is the first one, is not quite bad, but it's still irritating if you didn't, for like the first 1 or 2 times you charge it. Second one is quite large, and then the last one is just stupendously awful. First one, you plug this doesn't happen over wireless charging, as far as I'm aware. As far as what I've heard, this is all just the lightning cable. Plug the lightning cable into your XS/XS Max, whatever. The best problem, like the least significant problem, but still a problem that you can have, is if it's on standby mode, it won't recognise a charge until you get it out of standby mode, and then it'll go, oh, I'm on charge, and then keep charging. But put it this way, if this is the first time you've had your brand new £1,000 phone, let me repeat that one more time, your brand new £1,000 phone, and you just slap it on charge before you go to bed, sleep, and then you got a really big important thing for tomorrow morning, but you need your phone charged. What if you wake up the next morning and realise, I didn't tap the screen, it isn't turned on? Oh no, it hasn't been charging because it needs to be got out of standby mode to charge. What is that? How is that going to enhance your £1,000 experience? It isn't. It's just going to make it worse. Second problem that people are having is that the charge kind of is on and is off. Like, it might go like, it starts with the initial problem when it's if you plug it in when it's on standby, it won't start charging until you turn it back on. But then even then, it kind of half charges, half doesn't, and then sometimes the icon will be there saying it's charging when it actually isn't, and then there's a whole fiasco there. But what's really getting me is that some people are saying that they're plugging their anything from £1,000 to £1,400 phone into into the wall to charge, and nothing is happening. We don't know. It won't charge no matter what you do. You can leave it there on charge for 700 years. Well, probably, we don't know about that one, no one's ever tried that, but you know what I mean. You can leave it there for however long you want, do all the stuff you can to it, it will not charge. And then people are sending it back to Apple. Some people aren't really getting much response, but some people are getting phones back. Like, they are replacing the phones, and then those phones have the same issue. Apple haven't officially released a solution to this, but we don't know what it is yet. Is it new iOS? What is it on now? 12? Is it new iOS 12? Is it the software? Is it the actual phone itself? We don't know. Is it software? Is it hardware? Is it the iOS? Is it the phone? We don't know. Because it hasn't happened to many other phones, like there hasn't been an outroar with the iPhone 7, even with the people who have updated it. There hasn't been an outrageous problem with the iPhone SE, even though some people have updated it to iOS 12. I personally think it's hardware. It's the iPhone 10 itself. So all Apple needs to do is what any other company valued under $1 trillion would do, which is recall them. Not for a cost, because I remember when Apple had the Bendgate issue, they would take the products back and they'd give you a new one for, what was it, like $26 or something? Excuse you, your products are the most expensive in the range. Please just do it for free. If you know it is a design flaw and it is entirely your problem, people shouldn't be punished for. You shouldn't punish us for buying your products. You should be rewarding us with a free repair if it is your fault and if it is a widespread problem that you agree is your fault. How do they not get this after the Bendgate as well? No, the ChargeGate. This ain't great. This isn't great. So what they need to do is record them, get all their phones back, give their customers all of their money back, all of the money that they spent on the phone, but then only after they've fixed all of those phones and all the phones that they're going to be selling after this, only once they fix all of them should they then be able to give the phones back and recharge the people. Because if it's your fault, in my mind, if it's your fault, people have paid for the phone, they haven't got it because they've had it, spent £1,000 on it, they've got it for a week, realised it isn't charging at all, and then giving it back to you. And then you've gone, oh, okay, you're still paying for it though. Give them the money back until there is no problem. You don't buy a phone wishing there's a problem. You bought the iPhone XS probably wishing there was a stable camera on there, wishing there was a nifty processor in there, wishing all of these things. You didn't wish that there would be a problem with charging. So therefore you don't wish to have your money given to them even when they're fixing it. So, summarising it up, people have been having a problem with their phone. Massive outroar, which I agree with. If you're spending so much on a phone, you don't really want it to have a massive problem like this. What they need to do is look all the phones, give them your money. So if you spent exactly £1,000 on the phone, they give you £1,000. Yes, they give you back your £1,000. And then once they've fixed it, they give you the option of either rebuying it for the same price, £1,000, or leaving it. If you don't want any more problems with them, they just leave it with you. Realistically, I'd say if they do re-give it to you, they should re-give it to you at a cheaper price for inconvenience, but we all know that ain't going to happen. It's Apple. I know people are going to say, well, it wouldn't be a good idea to do that financially because it costs a lot of money. As I said at the start of this video, they were the third company on the planet to reach $1 trillion in value. Couple $150 here and there. Yes, it's going to make a massive flow. Like millions of people have bought these. If 1 million people, that's what, $150 million. That is tremendous loss. A tremendous loss. But let's remember what happened to Samsung with the whole Galaxy Note 7 thing. Started exploding. Oh no. Sort it out in the best way possible. It doesn't matter if it costs you loads. It does not matter. All that matters is that your company stays where it is. You do everything as a business to keep your company alive in the company's mind. In the company's mind, in the public's mind. You have to do that. So what Apple should feel like they have to do, and they have no other option but to do, is give people their money back, get the phones back off them, fix them, and either give it back to them at the same price or cheaper. Possibly that's the best option for inconvenience, or give them the option to leave it. That's my thoughts on the issue, and goodbye.